Yo, Paulie D, United Jack Nation, coming to you from Pilgrim State in Deer Park. Okay, want to talk to you today about the majority of online influencers out there. Okay, physical fitness influencers. I just want to give you a heads up, and by no means am I requesting that you follow me. Okay, but I've been researching a lot of these influencers over the last couple months, and many of them have zero qualifications. Okay, they're basically stealing content from the internet. They're creating videos with AI. There is no effort. There is no real effort on their part. Okay. Basically, it's just a money-making proposition for them. They don't care about your physical fitness. They don't care about your goals, physical life goals, stuff like that. They, like I said, they steal content. They're grabbing photos, still images off the internet of celebrities. In a lot of cases, the photos are 20, 30 years old, stuff like that. I saw one the other day with Mickey Rourke. It was hilarious. Guys talking about what great shape Mickey Rourke is in, and you know, he showed a photo from like 40 years ago. I mean, I guess when he was 30 years old, he was in good shape, you know. My point is here, if the influencer that you're following and taking very important advice from is not walking the walk, you know, I would say find someone else to get your fitness advice from. Okay, if you're following somebody who is claiming to know what a 40-year-old, 50-year-old, 60-year-old, 70-year-old needs to do to get in shape, and they are you know, either stealing content from the internet, or they're utilizing pictures of what they look like 20, 30, 40 years ago, that type of stuff, you know, again, I say find someone else to follow. Okay, a lot of these people out there are posting photos of what they look like 20 years ago. That doesn't count. If you're giving advice to somebody on what to do over the age of 50 or 60, and you're posting a photo of yourself when you were 30, that's worthless to me. Okay, my opinion is, if you're following somebody who will not show you what their current condition is, okay, so for example, if they're telling you what to do for abs, and you know, they got a 40-inch waist, and they're showing you a picture of when they had a 35-inch waist when they were 30 years old, you know, that's a joke. Okay, so you know me, Paulie D, I'm a super positive guy, and I'm trying to stay positive as possible on this subject. But I found a lot of garbage, absolute garbage out there. Okay, you know, I mean, I have some harsher words, but like you said, I like to stay positive. You know, guys that are giving advice to people over 60, and you know, how to reduce body fat, and they're talking about all of these different types of exercises and whatnot, you know, that they got to do crunches, they got to do leg lifts, they got to do you know, planks, they got to do this and that. Okay, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Abs on that subject is all 100% basically about diet. Okay, I haven't done abs at all, except for maybe once a week, 2 sets of weighted crunches once a week. Okay, and I do plenty of shirt off shots. Okay, current shirt off shots. Today, okay, is Wednesday, April 25th, 2025. Okay, this is me today, not 30 years ago, not 40 years ago. This is me today. All right, I just filmed, just did a video. I'm gonna post it up there, doing abs today, because you know, I do want to. I'm at the point now where my body fat is like 14%. I want to get down to around 12, 13%, but I also need to build my ab muscles a little bit bigger, so they'll pop a little bit. Okay, they're a little small at this point, and I don't have a six-pack. I like to call it like a lateral 3-pack. You know what I mean? Or not a lateral. What an idiot. I like to call it a horizontal 3-pack at this point. But I show, okay, current today, pictures, not pictures, like I said, from 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, okay? So yeah, so follow somebody who's current, showing you current data. Follow somebody. This is a very important subject, fitness. You put a lot of time into it. You dedicate a lot of hours. Don't do it for naught. Don't waste your time following somebody who's full of garbage, okay? You know, somebody who's doing it just for the money. I'm not doing it for the money. I don't even get paid for what I'm doing, okay? So I like to help people. I want people to advance in life, whether it be emotionally, mentally, physically, whatever the case may be, to lift people up, okay? You like that metaphor, huh? Lift people up. So to lift people up, to try to get them to a better place, no matter what the subject matter is, you know what I'm saying? Help the people around you, help others, you know, and, you know, be positive, be intense, especially with your workouts. I mean, get into the gym. Don't play around in there. For the people like me, and there's not a lot of us that don't own a cell phone, it's really annoying to have to wait 20 minutes for somebody to get off a machine that's doing 3 sets wrong, more than likely, because in between each set they're on their cell phone for 10 minutes. It's very, very annoying. Get into the gym, leave your cell phone at home, leave it in the car, leave it in your gym bag, whatever the case may be, put it in a little locker, okay? Work out intensely for 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes or an hour if you're doing like a full body workout, you know what I'm saying? And get the hell out of the gym, go home and have you know, take a shower, have some protein, stuff like that. All right, so anyway, hopefully this video was helpful. I tried to stay as positive as possible on this subject matter. And most of all, you know, like I said, try to help people, try to stay positive, work out intensely. Most of all, stay jacked, my friends. Yo!